welcome back. So how are you today? So in this video, as promised, we were going to talk about the 5th book. You can change your past and set yourself free. So what can you expect from this beautiful book, or what can you gain from this beautiful book? Firstly, for me, I feel that this book is the next level of awakening. All the ones on the first level are kind of the first level of awakening, if you like, on the first shelf. So up to there. And When Love Leaves is one that you may need to do after you can change your past and become more aware of your spirit. Become more self-aware. So I feel like after the first 3, the next one maybe you can change your past for you. Now, we were going through the beautiful books and what you gain from each book so that you can work out for yourself if this is the book. This is where you are at in your life, because only you can work out where you are on your journey, on your path. So, in this beautiful book, it is the first step to becoming self-aware. All the books above are more about us understanding the ego, understanding the separate I, understanding our choices from this separate I, from the ego. Everything we've created up until now from the ego. That's the whole first shelf, apart from this beautiful book. This one is more about spirit guides. We talked about that in the last video, how to connect to our beautiful spirit guides. You can change your past. This is the first step to becoming aware that there is something else going on here, outside of this human experience. Up until this book, I was under the idea, if you like, I was under the impression, trying to think of the right word, that we came into the world to receive love from our parents, from our partners. We were here to receive love. This is what the whole first shelf is about. And realizing through all those beautiful books on that top shelf that the love that we've been looking for our entire lives is our love. It's not love from out there, from a parent or from a partner. It's our love. And it's in this book that I realized for the first time that we came to be the love in this world. When we arrived, we were born, we are this beautiful unconditional love, untouched by this world. And in the first few years that we are here, we are an opportunity to our parents, to the people around us, to remember the beautiful love that they are. So you can change your past. It is looking at life through those eyes. That we came here to be the love, that we came here to remind others of the love that they are. And then our love is rejected. So we reject our own love and move forward in this human life. We move forward to have all these experiences, leaving the beautiful love that we are behind. You can change your past is remembering, it's returning everything back to that moment of entry when we first came into the world, remembering the beautiful love that we are. Because we were this beautiful love when we came into the world, but we never stop being this beautiful love, despite all the experiences that we have. This beautiful love that we are is constantly inside of us. It never leaves us. It is who we are. You can change your past is about looking at the events of our life through the eyes of the love that we are, through the eyes of spirit, if you like. Understanding that every experience we had, we were meant to have. We came to have them. So, if you have already started to detach from the ego, you are starting to understand that there is a separate I that is in place. And it is through this separate I that we have all these beautiful human experiences. We create this separate I for that purpose, to have all these beautiful human experiences. Without it, you cannot have this human life. You would be walking the earth as spirit. We create the separate I when we separate from source. It has its purpose here on earth. We use it to have this beautiful human experience. Without the ego, none of this would be possible. Everywhere you look, you would be seeing love. Love, loving, love. Love is all there is. It's all you would see everywhere. If you never separated from source to come here, to have this human life. So that is, you can change your past, looking at your whole life now through the eyes of the love that you are. Looking at each experience, understanding that we needed to go through that. That on a soul level, we chose it. We chose all of it. Every single experience was carefully chosen. Not only every experience, but every person in your life, from your parents to your siblings, to your neighbors, to your teachers, to everyone that's played a role in your life was carefully chosen by your soul. Because at that point in time, that person, that role, was needed for you to have that experience. This is what it is to change your past, to see it through the eyes of spirit, not through the eyes of the separate I. It's becoming aware that there is spirit residing within your beautiful body. The spirit is observing your life, observing your experiences, taking notes, gaining knowledge, gaining wisdom. So, if you feel that you've had an awakening and you are starting to become aware of your beautiful soul, your higher self, your spirit, whatever it is that you want to call it, then this book is perfect for you. You will understand what this book is talking about. So for me, it was a very blissful experience to go through this book, to receive all of this beautiful information. In this book was the next awareness that we came to be the love in the world. We never came to receive it. I'd spent my whole life believing that we were here to receive it from our parents, from our partner. We were here to teach others how to love by using their love, by loving us. This is what I thought we were doing here. Receiving love that others may remember the love that they are. And you can change your past we remember that we are the love. And the shift happens there, that we came to remind others of the love that they are. This is the focal point of this book, that we came from Source, we came from Spirit directly into this life, and we separate from Source to have this human experience. But the knowledge that came through in that book was that we came to remind others of the love that they are. And this is what happened to me when my daughter was born. I thought that I had all this love to give, and finally I was going to be able to give it to her and she would accept it. This love that I so wanted to give to my mum. And it never happened. The love that I so wanted to give to my dad. The love that I so wanted to give to my partners, and I felt like they weren't receiving it. They weren't accepting it. Finally, my child was here, my own child, my own daughter. She would receive all this beautiful love that I had to give. And it was through her that I realized, oh, that's not it. The love that I had been looking for this whole time, trying to receive from all these people outside of me, was my own love that I had left behind when I created the separate I and began this human experience. It was my own love that I was craving, my own acceptance, my own validation. This is all the information that comes forward in this beautiful book. It is your own love that you are yearning for, your own acceptance, your own validation. It is remembering the love that we are. And in that moment that you remember that that's it. That's it. It was that simple. I am the love. That's it. It's that simple. I was never here to receive it, to get it from anyone else. I was never here to give it to anyone else. I was just here to be it. To be it so fully that those around me would remember that this is who they are too. To be the light so fully in the world that those around you remember that this light is also in them. This is what You Can Change Your Past is all about. Remembering who we are. It is a beautiful journey, this book. I felt at the time that I wrote it that it was the most amazing information I'd ever received. It's like I'd been waiting my whole life to receive this information, to wake up to this knowledge that I am the love, I am the light. That's it. It was never about receiving it. It was never about giving it. It was just about being it. And to be it so fully, it starts with us. Loving everything about us, ourselves. If we cannot love ourselves completely, how can we love another? Completely. I'm not saying that you don't love your partners, that you don't love your children. But when we have judgments about ourselves, we don't allow ourselves to be loved completely, and we don't allow ourselves to love completely. Because what if people see that about us, that part that we are judging, that is not good enough to be loved? Do you see? But it's all good enough. It's all perfect. When you see it through the eyes of the love that you are, through the eyes of spirit, where everything is divine perfection. This is what it is to be the love in the world. Because when you can love yourself completely, wholly, all of it, without exception, you can love everything else. You can love everyone else completely, wholly, all of it, without exception. And you allow them to love you completely. Entirely, wholly. Because you are holy, you are spirit, you are divine. All right, my beautiful beings. So this is what it is to change your past. It is not about changing the events. We were meant to go through those events. It is about changing how we see those events. No longer looking at those events from the eyes of the ego, from the eyes of the separate I that we created to have this human experience, but to view those beautiful events through the eyes of love, the love that you are. All right, my beautiful beings, I love you all dearly. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages, and share these beautiful videos that more people may receive these wonderful messages, and remind them too that they are too the light and the love in this world. All right, bye for now.